Good evening. It is Sunday, January 12th. Doing another video to share some of my latest finds, the finds of today, from one such shop that I frequent, Half Price Music and Books, up in Tacoma, Washington. And for 20 bucks, I had an absolute blast. Got a stack of LPs and some 78s in the album sets, like this RCA Musical Smart Set type album, for example. Playing is the Exotic Guitars with Spanish Eyes, Strangers on the Shore, Alley Cat, Melody of Love, Wonderland by Night, I Will Wait for You, My Happiness, Blueberry Hill, Yellow Bird, Heartaches, Sestiban. On Randwood, I don't believe I have anything on the Randwood label, but it's the label itself on the record is really cool. It's kind of a blue background, and it's got this font Randwood at the top, and then a rainbow kind of around the circumference. And my cat is just very curious here. Say hi, Reen. Reen loves the records. You know how cats do. They sniff anything you introduce into the house. I got a hoot out of this. Classical music for people who hate classical music. I've seen this before. Who knows? I may heck, I may have it, but I just thought it was kind of hilarious. And I'm sure everything on it's great. Boston Pops Orchestra, Arthur Fiedler, conductor, cool. This was a nice score for $1. The record is in super shape. It's got a lot of surface scuffs, but hey, for $1, you know, and since I actually play my records, hey, The Ventures Surfing, and it's got Pipeline, Diamond, Surf Rider, Windy and Warm, The Heavies, The Ninth Wave, Barefoot Venture, Changing Tides, The Lonely Sea, Cruncher maybe? Party in Laguna. Cool. And this was cool. Dinah Washington, Dinah 62 on roulette. Very cool. Drinking Again, Destination Moon, Miss You, A Handful of Stars. It is you, is you ain't my baby. You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, Red Sails in the Sunset, Where Are You, Coquette, Take Your Shoes Off, Baby. This was cool. I don't know the piece, but I liked the album artwork. Very atomic, modern, mid-century graphics. Very cool. Edward McDowell, Second Indian Suite, Opus 48, Howard Hanson conducting the Eastman Rochester Symphony Orchestra American Music Festival Series, Volume 10. How cool. I'm sure it's going to be great. Mercury Classics label. High fidelity recording. And on Westminster, The Planets, Opus 32, Gustav Holst, Sir Adrian Boult conducting the Philharmonic Promenade Orchestra, London Philharmonic Choir, a Nixa recording. Very, very cool atomic graphics on this. Very cool. And you know, I've heard of this piece, and I've always really wanted to give it a serious listening, and now here's my chance. And very cool, very cool. This looked interesting. Ernest Bloch, Violin Sonatas. I'm really coming to love violin records, particularly my Victrola records, my early century acoustic and even orthophonic recorded Victrola records just sound just amazing played on a Victrola. There's just something about it. Number 1, number 2, Poem Mystique, Raphael Druyan, John Sims piano, and it's got this cool satyr pan-looking kind of guy on the cover. Awesome. I'm loving this record that's playing. I had, no idea what it was, like a lot of these, and I just knew it was going to be cool. Bartok, Bela Bartok, Violin Concerto, Sonata for Unaccompanied Violin, Ivory Gitlis Violin, Pro Musica Orchestra Vienna, Jasa, how do you pronounce that name? Jascha, like Joshua Heifetz, Horenstein conductor. What awesome artwork. Look at that. I love that it was like in the planets, this overlapping and transparent color kind of thing that I find in a lot of artwork out of the mid-century. Very cool. I have, what do I have that reminds me? I have a Lufthansa Airlines sticker that has 3 jets flying, and their colors like overlap. It's really cool. This is awesome. Love him on my Victrola records. Fritz Kreisler. My favorites. I believe he wrote that. Caprice Viennois, however that's pronounced. Tambourin Chinois? I'm thinking that's Dancing Tambourine. I hope. If so, that would be really cool. Liebesfreud, Liebeslied, Schön Rosmarin, La Gitana, and Old Folks at Home, Andante Cantabile, Bile Humoresque, Meditation, The Rosary, Londonderry Air. Very cool. Sure, it's going to be great. And the thing I love about the classical records and even easy listening, lounge, elevator kind of music is that I don't think they, were teenage owned ever like classic rock. So they turn up in really nice condition. They're adult owned, and something about classical music, I like to think it was owned and loved by very civilized, tidy people that were meticulous in keeping their records in nice shape. So I love the way classical records turn up sometimes. And it's not that people didn't play them, mind you. It really isn't. You can tell they were quite well loved, but yet well cared for. This looks awesome. Frante and Teacher, Midnight Cowboy. With Midnight Cowboy, Little Green Apples, Aquarius, cool. Scarborough Fair, cool. Poppy, Love's Old Sweet Song, Gentle on My Mind, The Windmills of Your Mind, Those Were the Days, The Sound of Silence, My Way, Rockabye Baby. Dig those atomic spectacles there. This I have, I believe it's Enoch Light, right? Yep, Enoch Light and the Light Brigade on Command Records. Awesome. I have this, but I think my copy is nowhere nearly as nice as this one, so I might swap it. And the cover is pretty nice too. These are older LPs, and sometimes the older ones just don't turn up in nice shape, especially the kind that have that style jacket with the paper that's wrapped around 2 pieces. You get splits and stuff. Dick Kimball, A Natural Man at the Wurlitzer Pipe Organ. Not crazy into organ music, although I do like some stuff like Ken Griffin and Don Baker, people like that. Oh, Ethel Smith, right? Oh man, she's cool. A Wonderful Day Like Today, You Are Too Beautiful, When Your Lover Has Gone, Lollipops and Roses, It Could Happen to You, on the, this is a mouthful, on the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe. Gosh, I was listening to, what was it? Maybe like Artie Shaw or something the other day. I was listening to it. It was pretty fun. A Natural Man, Look Again, Camptown Races, I Get a Kick Out of You, Top Banana, I Have Dreamed. Pretty cool. These were all $1. I was there pretty late and they were closing up. I didn't get a chance to dig too much out of the 25-cent shelves, but there are a lot of good stuff in there too. And that was in the clearance bin for $1. The 78s are reasonable there, like 50 cents each. This, I was just so stoked. I hadn't been there in a while, and I asked one of the guys that works there that was standing behind me if they had gotten any new 78s in, and he said, yeah, all the time. Just gotta look, and I looked, and sure enough, there mixed in with stuff I had seen before were some really awesome sets. And I mainly go after, my favorite stuff is the early century 78s, acoustically recorded and orthophonic, Victrola records. But I do like stuff from the 40s too. I love my wartime war pop, and I collect and baby some of that stuff too. But no early century 78s there today. I pretty much picked them all out myself, and maybe a couple other geeks that came by. But that's okay. And this, I was so stoked. Ravel's Bolero, Boston Symphony Orchestra, Sergei Kusevitsky, conductor, and it is in nice shape. No mold, no mill, and look, even it's got this factory packaging on it. I think. That was like they did a lot, and these to keep them more square for shipping in the boxes, I think, from the factory to the store. Like these sets, oftentimes you'll find, if you ever find these sets, if they ever turn up in really minty, gently used condition, you'll find sometimes they have a cardboard square right here and in the back to help make them beefier to stack in shipping, I believe. And I like when I find those, and I leave those squares in there because it's kind of cool. I also like finding dealer and store record bags. I kind of collect those along with some of my 78 sleeves. Those are really cool too. Especially, it has the address and name of the shop and whatever town the store was in. This was cool. Really coming to like Vaughn Monroe, Down Memory Lane, and it seems a lot of his albums like these he did themed after songs. Like I got Vaughn Monroe's Dreamland Special, and it's all songs about dreams, like Meet Me Tonight and Dreamland, that kind of stuff. Memory Lane, Memories of You, Just a Memory. Remember, Thanks for the Memory, cool. It's Easy to Remember, Roses for Remembrance, awesome. Really like that song. I got a nice Billy Eckstine on MGM of that song. It's pretty cool. The unfortunate thing, though, is it was missing the back part. And I looked and looked because, people really rifle and dig through the records at that shop, and I couldn't find the piece. Oftentimes I mix and match sleeves and stuff to get nice sleeves, and the record's over, and it's popping in the run-out groove, but I'll just, I'm going to turn it off. Hold on. And this looked good. I think I had seen this before. It's Fred Waring doing Jerome Kern songs on Decca. Cool album, copyright 1946. And I love it when I can find these sets with all the records, and they're not broken, and they're in decent to oftentimes very minty condition. A little bit blistery, every single one of these records. I don't know, maybe wartime shortages affected quality, but gosh, it was $2. Cool stuff. All the Things You Are, love that song. The Song Is You, awesome, love that song. Love this song, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, awesome. Long ago and long ago and far away. Awesome. Yesterdays. Really great. Yeah, 40s stuff. I don't like pronouncing that. Poor Piero. Can't help loving that man. Look for the silver lining. Awesome. This should clean up nicely too. Join the band. Sit in with these big band backgrounds featuring Billy May and his orchestra on Capitol, and I love the artwork. Look, awesome tabletop 40s tube phonograph. Awesome. Sweet Lorraine, love that song. I've mentioned it. I Got Rhythm. I may be wrong. Just You, Just Me. Body and Soul. Honeysuckle Rose, cool. I Surrender Dear. And Sunset and Vine Blues. Awesome. It's for singing. Like early karaoke. It's instrumental, I guess, and it's marketed as for singing along to, but it's great. I'm gonna try to sing. I'm gonna try to sing along to it. Pretend I'm like Nat King Cole or something in here. Helen Reddy, I Am Woman. Don't go after mini 45s hardly at all. It rarely ever. Used to, but I especially like the condition and the song, and it looks like clearly it has an original sleeve, and it sucks if you get a price tag on the back, which those do not come off very well, so you just unfortunately kind of have to leave it. More Than You Could Take. And those were my finds today, and I am going to listen to some of this music and knock back this vodkatini here with my 3 olive Holy Trinity of olives here, and enjoy the rest of my night and weekend. Hope you enjoyed my little narration of finds, and hopefully the cat doesn't stomp on any records and break them. I once sat on a Victrola record. I put it on my desk chair, and I forgot I had set it there while I was working with records, and I sat on it. And I went on eBay, and there was a nice copy available, and it was reasonable. I forget what it was. It was some Victor Scroll label, and it wasn't anything super collectible, but I did like the song. And anyway, take care until next time. Enjoy.